1970, my favorite year. Man, this looks like a driver. Check out the clearance between that master cylinder and that valve cover. They are almost touching. Yeah. It's like an XR7. Don't see many of these anymore. Nice. This car looks like a Survivor. Love these bosses. 1970. 69? It says 69. I like the license plate.
You like that one?
Yeah. So
there's actually 2 of them in the state of Iowa.
Really?
Yeah. The first one that you guys had for years, but that's a 302.
Yeah, I see that.
Now this is a 302.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, you know, they changed it about a year and a half
I
ago.
see the slash through the zero there. Yeah. So it says 69 on the sign, but it doesn't have the scoops and the quarter panels.
They did not have the scoops and the quarter panels for the Boss.
For the Boss, huh?
Yeah,
okay.
You look at that Boss over there, you look at that one.
Okay.
Just to slow you down is all.
You know, I just thought that those always look like an afterthought.
That could be.
You know, I had a 70 Mustang E that, except it didn't come with the 250 gear. But it was white with the 6-cylinder, the 3-speed, and then they made 50 of the E.
What the E stand for?
Economy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they put a 250 gear in it, and they got like 45 miles to the gallon. And it was just a little experimental thing that they did, and some people claim they got close to 50.
Yeah.
But mine was the exact same one. It was white with a brown interior in it, and but I just, my favorite is the 6970 no scoop. So that's a little piece of trivia I didn't know about on the Bosses.
Yeah, well, I never heard about that E neither. So that was just an experimental deal they did, or did they actually market a few?
No, they just built 50 of them.
Okay.
Yeah, and I read an article about them probably, geez, 25, 30 years ago.
Okay.
Was when I saw them, and I look and go, I've got that exact same car, but mine's got a 275 gear in it instead of the 250. And mine got 35, 36 miles to the gallon cruising on the highway at 65. Yeah, yeah.
Probably took you a while to get up and going.
Yeah, it did. It did. No, it was a great freeway car. really was, you know, or just putzing around town, but it wasn't very good in stop and go, which California had a lot of.
Sure.
You know? But beautiful car.
Thank you.
And the new Boss 302. SVO with, oh, this one's built. It's got a header and a big intercooler. How you doing? This one's not stock.
Huh?
This one's not stock.
Not quite.
No, I love those motors, especially turboed.
Well, they're great fun.
Yeah.
I've been playing with it for 25 years now.
Wow. You've had this that long?
Yep.
All right. That's awesome.
I bought it for the best man at my wedding. He bought a brand new out in Long Beach.
Oh, wow. So this was originally a California car then?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah.
Yeah, I flew out there and drove it back.
Yeah, that motorhome over there, that's a California unit.
Oh,
I
nice.
bought it out there and drove it back.
Is that a Toyota?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Winnebago Warrior, old classic.
Yeah,
And just like these, they're going up in value too.
I believe that. They're only worth something if you sell them though.
I know. That's the problem. You do a bunch of work on them, and then what good is it if you sell them?
Exactly. Although nowadays you can buy something brand new and sell it a year later for as much or more than you bought it for. So
Yeah. Well, I'm just shooting some video for YouTube. My channel, Speed Maverick Garage. So
I've seen you on YouTube.
have you?
Yeah, you look familiar. I'm like, God, that guy looks familiar.
Yeah.
yeah, it's kind of fun having a stock one and a modified one side by side.
Yeah, I know. I saw the cooling fan on there, and I was like, well, that's interesting.
Yeah, it's plus the insulation. So
Okay.
it's supposed to be a functional hood scoop and go down
Right.
and go, but it doesn't. You got to give it a little bit of help. So,
Mile per hour.
what's that?
Mile per hour.
What do you mean?
Help.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, it would have been better if it scooped from up here or,
Yeah.
or in a high pressure area,
Oh,
but
yeah.
that's a low pressure area. So sometimes it actually, instead of pulling it, the air actually goes the wrong direction. So that helps keep it cool.
Yeah. Gives it a head start anyway.
Yeah,
right?
a little bit. Yeah. And then
Yeah.
when you come to a stop or when you're and doing your cooling off laps, then it gives it a chance to cool down a little bit.
Okay. Oh, you got your strut adjusters on there.
Yep. Other than that, it's pretty much stock. It runs on E85. I've got it covered.
So you put a tune in it for that
What's
then?
that?
So you put a tune in it for the
Yeah,
E85?
I've got an aftermarket engine control, so big
Okay.
injectors.
Cool.
So it's still stock appearing, but there's a lot underneath it. So
Yeah. Well, you're probably doing well over 200 then with this.
oh yeah, I'm at like 270. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
he's close to 300 with that one.
Yeah, because I thought these were like $175 or something, weren't they?
The first year they were $175, and then in 2000 or 85 and a half, they went up to when they got the bigger turbo, they went up to 205.
Okay.
With the intercooler, they were 175 without the intercooler. They added the
Right,
intercooler, bigger
right.
injectors, and they got them to 205.
Yeah. I was a big fan of the turbo coupe.
Oh yeah, those are, and they're a bigger car, but they're so nice. They ride so nice. They drive so nice.
She's
Yeah.
got a low mileage turbo coupe.
Oh. Oh yeah. I've owned one of those too. Yep.
can't find them anymore.
No, they're tough.
Especially around here, you can't find. Even in North Carolina, when I was down there, every once in a while you'd see one, and every one was rough.
Yep.
It's just they don't know what happened with those. Why people didn't conserve them,
Yeah.
you know. But those were a classic for the times.
These ride a little rougher because they've got they got different A arms or K members on these and different A arms on the Fox body, and they got Kobe shocks, so they're a little rougher. The T-Birds, especially if you got the suspension adjustment, those are so nice. Yeah. What's the name of your channel again?
Speed Maverick Garage.
I swear to God, I've seen that. Yeah, I saw
Yeah.
you and then I saw the camera.
We did the show. I did the show last year.
Okay.
And covered a bunch of it.
Okay.
And I interviewed the guy with the Boss 600.
Okay.
That's on the channel
Okay.
and stuff. But I did 4 or 5 videos of the whole show.
Okay.
And
But you've done other shows too, haven't you?
not many.
Okay.
Not
What's
many.
what's the main gist of your channel? Because I
Well,
wondered how I found you. then.
You know, I do some DIY stuff,
Okay.
and then I try and cover a little bit of car show.
Okay.
I have a lot of footage that hasn't been put up yet.
Okay.
I just haven't had time to edit.
That takes a while.